My grandfather tells a story years back about a man who just couldn't get his mind right, couldn't get along with his wife, and he said and did some things that just didn't make a whole lot of sense. So he went to old Sawbones. Doc said, "Son, you ain't right in the head. We're going to send you off to the funny farm." So that man packs his bags, heads off to get him some help. A few years go by. Doc says, "Son, you're all cured up. You're going home now." So again, the man packs his bags and heads home, only to walk in to an empty house. His wife had just up and left him. So that man goes out, gets a gun. He walks out to the old barn beside the house, takes his life. Some folks say that man's still hanging around that old barn. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I do know there's something out there. I've seen it.
I was brought up in a little town called Gallatin. I was raised up in a strict missionary Baptist home. My grandfather's a preacher, my dad's a deacon, so I understand the importance of faith. It was always drilled into my brain that whatever we have, we get from God, and I really appreciate that because it made me who I am today, and I use my faith in everyday life, especially in paranormal investigation. I'm still here. You didn't scare me off. You startled me. I'll give you that. 2 points for you. I first became interested in the paranormal at the age of 20. I was just walking around my grandfather's old barn, just playing around. It was a nice day outside. It was close to dusk, and I had a very frightening experience, an experience that I'll never forget. I saw something which I can only describe as a man, and he was completely black from head to toe. It rattled me at first. I didn't know what it was. I'd never seen anything like that before, so my mind couldn't process what had just happened to me, what I had just seen. So I immediately ran. But that day would change my perception completely about life in general and the afterlife. I began to talk to people and ask them about their paranormal experiences. We would share stories and theories, and it really helped me, and it helped me to grow. So I tried out for the academy, and they accepted me. They gave me a call, and they were like, "Chris, do you want to be a part of this?"
We have somebody that would like you to meet real quick.
What's going on?
I became really close friends with my fellow cast members and with the crew, and I really bonded with them.
Chris is sharp, I think he's bright, I think he's absorbing things like a sponge, and definitely competition for me when you look at it that way.
Tonight went really well. I investigated with Chris Smith for the first time, and it was awesome. He's a lot of fun to investigate with, and for him being new, he really does know a lot. He did really well.
Steve and Dave both told me, "Chris, you're a phenomenal investigator." They even said at one point, I believe on the show, that I had everything that they wanted in a paranormal investigator, which I was just like blown away.
Out of all the investigators, you came in the strongest. And even though you came later, you still shined.
You have a lot of the qualities that we're looking for.
But anyway, they said, "Chris, you need to go home to Tennessee and join a paranormal group that's local." And I said, "Okay, yeah, sure, why not?" I began to look around for certain people, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, even people I worked with. And that is where I found Joe and Justin.
My name's Joseph Tucker, 25 years old, pretty fun guy, easygoing.
Joe is one of the most valuable people to the team just because he's reliable, and like I said, he will go to the bounds of hell with you.
Usually when I'm starting an investigation, I like to go in with a clear head. Sometimes I'll just sit in one spot and adapt to the environment around me just to get a feel of what's going on, and then I easily go into like a question mode
My favorite thing about investigating with Joe is that he's another kind of skeptic, but he also brings the energy of Chris and Doogie.
When I come across something that I can't explain, a lot of people might first off say, "Oh, that's paranormal. Oh, we've got us a ghost here or something." But I mean, if you can try to recreate something, that's great.
How much window we have coming out would be, it would come straight through here.
Yeah.
This wide.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
My favorite piece of equipment to use while we're investigating is my own brain.
Joe is super tech savvy. He's our tech guy. He always knows how to fix something if it's broken. You know, he's always bringing on something new to the table, new ideas, new technology.
One's own soul, I guess, or their own body can really pick up on some stuff. Like you go into a room with me, I can almost feel, oh, this is going to be a great night, there's some crazy shit going on. Or I'll go in and, you know, I'll just feel like there's nothing happening here. With a lot of our guys, especially with Justin, you know, he respects the place that we're at, and I guess the people we're trying to contact.
From a little town called Lewisburg. Family was a conservative type, raised me up in the Baptist church. Mom doesn't really want me messing with the spirit world too much if it exists. She says I'm talking to the devil.
Justin, he's an awesome investigator. We have to give him a little no-dose to keep him on his toes a little bit.
Whenever I go into an investigation, I usually I'm more the quieter one, and I just listen. Ask very few questions, and play off the other questions that the team members are asking.
Justin has a very different style of investigating than the rest of the team. Justin likes to ease into the situation. He doesn't say much, but the whole time he's investigating, he's taking a lot of snapshots. Justin likes to take pictures, but we've caught some evidence with those pictures.
This is where I had my personal experience of hearing the voices upstairs while my friend Jenny was upstairs and also heard the same thing.
It's very valuable to be a skeptic because you need that check, that systems check, because otherwise you just get overhyped up and make the smallest thing seem like a ghost.
I never knew my brother was interested in the paranormal until I started TWC.